Internet Computer in the last 7 days. 5 relevant news items. The weekly momentum stands at 46 out of 100. One of these news items significantly changes the picture for Internet Computer. That's why you should have this on your radar now. We're going through it again, data-based, one by one. Internet Computer has currently lost about 0.5% in the last 7 days. The price is approximately $2.2. What is Internet Computer if you're not familiar with Internet Computer yet? It's a blockchain that runs entire apps or websites directly on-chain, so basically like a decentralized cloud. I'll link my analysis of Internet Computer up here with price scenarios until 2030, and then we'll move on to the news. The weekly momentum is, as mentioned, at 46. 45% of the news is positive, 40% is neutral, and only 15% is negative. The on-chain trend is stable, which is good. This means Internet Computer is also being actively used, and the driver of the week is record network usage and a new DEX test for a, let's say, positive naturally, so that more and more people can also trade on Internet Computer, so to speak. That's naturally important for adoption. We're starting with the protocol and tech upgrade news. On one hand, we have a new trading platform that's being tested. MultiDEX test mode started, that was on July 6th, meaning new apps, new mobile apps, especially on Internet Computer, are being tested by the community, and this is news from CoinMarketCap. Then the network reached a user record, a usage record, so almost 100 million transactions in one day, over 1,000 transactions per second continuously, meaning more people and apps are actively using Internet Computer. The source is CoinInspect app and CoinMarketCap on July 8th. If you want to see chart analysis for Internet Computer, but also more news and my tools that I use, including, for example, the 10x dashboard, then check out the 10x Insider for free. I have various tools there that help me find the best altcoins, keep an eye on the market, and many other features. You can take a look at everything here. Either scan the code or look down in the video description, there's more info there. Free added value for you. Then we come to the regulatory news. The price remains flat this week and, well, it continues to trade mostly sideways. This is in line with the broader trends of the market. There has been no other important news here so far. Team and funding. The founder is working to defend network security. So Dominic Williams spoke on July 8th, vehemently rejecting centralization allegations, meaning the founder really countered the doubts about the control of the network here. Well, the source here is from CoinMarketCap, then community and ecosystem. DeFi offerings continue to grow. So in other words, liquidity after the Internet Computer integration and new connections with Oasis wallets is rising, and of course, the DeFi offering is growing too. This means, of course, more financial tools are being created directly on the blockchain, and the news is from Captain Altcoin. What should you really be closely monitoring next? What are the significant upcoming news and market catalysts? On one hand, we have Mission 70, the inflation target in 158 days on December 31st, so by the end of the year, the goal to reduce the annual new coin supply by 70% should be achieved. Then we have a vote on a permanent MultiDEX launch in 20 days. Network vote after the end of the stress test, as just mentioned. First, it's just a test right now. And next, the next inflation milestone in 159 days, targeting an issuance rate of 5.42% by then. So, some exciting news. If you don't want to miss the news on Internet Computer, then definitely subscribe to my channel now and hit the bell, because I do regular news updates, but also chart analyses for Internet Computer. But let's get straight to the chart analysis with my 10x indicator, where you can identify both potential tops and bottom formations quickly at a glance. Scan the code for all the info, then let's dive into the chart analysis for ICP. So, here we are in the chart analysis for Internet Computer. Very exciting. Recently, we had a small green dot form on the indicator. That means a possible bullish trend reversal. But before that, there was a small red dot, which is why the small red dot appeared here too. After that came a target zone, meaning how far it could go down. We actually haven't hit the target zone yet, which is a positive sign at first, because it means that Internet Computer is more bullish than you might think at first glance. Now, a small green dot has formed, as I said, but the daily candle hasn't closed yet. Only when the daily candle is closed will a new target zone be generated here, so to speak, by the 10x indicator. If you don't want to miss that, then follow me in the 10x Insider. You can join for free. I also post chart updates for Internet Computer there. How does it look otherwise for now? Up here is the bearish area, down here the bullish area. We're more in the middle zone here. When it gets exciting from my personal perspective is if it goes down here and we form a big green dot here. That means a potential bottom formation. Then it'll be exciting for an entry for me personally with Internet Computer. Otherwise, as I said, it currently looks like I would wait and see for now if this small green dot is confirmed. That's it for the chart analysis so far. I'll link the full analysis and price scenarios until 2030 for Internet Computer for you here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you here in the next video.